Hello everyone, welcome back here with us to the Hampton Band Library for our very first team program for our summer reading programs. And today we'll be making some soap and some sugar scrub for you. And the items you'll be needing is some sugar, some mango butter, some almond oil to go in there, some shea butter, some fragrance oil, and some mica powder for the color. You're also needing a mold for your soap balls, and of course you need some melting pour soap that you cut up and put in the microwave. You're also needing a bowl or a pot to heat everything in to melt down, and a mixture to mix the butters up once they melt down. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, and we're back here. I have taken some of the mango butter here and I put it into the pot here along with some of the shea butter to melt down. Since I'm only going to do a small amount, I just did kind of like less than half of what the package. I did make it like less than half, so about a third or so of what we have here. I cut up and I put here in the pot. Then I took a little bit of the shea that came in a jar here, scoop some out to put in here to melt down. This will be for our sugar scrub that we're gonna melt down, and then we're gonna mix it in the mixer, kind of nice and thick before we add our sugar and our fragrance. Okay, so let's melt it on down. In the pot. Now you make sure you don't let it come to a boil, just get it to a nice melt, just kind of melt it on down, and then take it off the stove and let it cool just a little bit before you start mixing it up. And then once you get it mixed up, we're gonna take it and separate them out in different bowls to add different color of mica powder into them and different fragrances, so we can have like at least 4 different kinds of the one complete fragrance. We have 4 different kinds, okay? So we'll see you in a little bit. So while our butter is already melted down, as you can see here, I'm going to let it cool for a few minutes till it gets to where I can handle it a little better. While I was doing that, I'm going ahead and be cutting up our melting pour soap for our balls here. You just want to cut off a few squares. They come in little squares like so. You can see, you just kind of going to cut some up, put it in the microwave and let it melt down. And then you're going to add your fragrance to it. And some oil. We got almond oil for it, for your skin. Like so. Just cut them up and put it in the bowls. Make sure follow along the original line. Cut up little squares. Like so. Gonna melt it down in the microwave. Go from there. So I got my soap here, cut up in the squares. I'm going to put it in the microwave for about a minute or two to see how it's melting down, and then we'll be back in a second. So let's put them in here. About 1 minute. So I'm go ahead now and start whisking up the butters, kind of give them kind of a foamy, a thick consistency. So let's go ahead and get started. This is what it looks like. And this right here is kind of lotion. You can keep it and turn it into lotion you want to by adding your fragrance to it and your color to it. You want to have it that way. But I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn mine into some sugar scrub. So what I'm going to do is take some of my jars here. I'm going to add some sugar into the bottom of my jars and then pour a little bit of this in here with the mica powder and the fragrances and mix it up so they're all individual, okay? The jars are clean, new jars. This is a 1/3 of a cup measure. Here, a little bit here. Just pour a little bit here into my jar, like so. I need more sugar. I'm not to add it in there. If I want to get it a little more thicker, do so. I'm keep it warm up. I'm gonna here. I just want to add a little more sugar here. I can. So go ahead. I'm going to get me another spoon. I'm going to scoop some of this out and put some into the jars and stir it up. So thick. So very, very thick. Like I said, this here can be your lotion. If you run lotion and want me some homemade lotion, this is what you do. Now, what color should I make this? You already know. A little bit of purple. And while you wasn't watching, I went ahead and added a little bit of my almond oil, just a little bit into it when I was mixing it together. This comes with a little bit of mica powder here. Just a little bit. You can go a long, very long way. But my dark purple though. So there we go. And the fragrance I want to be, I guess since it's purple, I would do it as grape. A few drops. A few. They're already gonna have that strong grape fragrance to it. And nothing else to mix it up with. Up here. And I'm thinking I'm gonna need a little bit more. It's not quite how I want it to be, so I'm gonna add a little more sugar to it. I want it to be nice and thick, so it's getting there. So I'm gonna add a little more sugar to it here to get it thick. But it's very, very good. A little more sugar here. Add it in there. Just get some spill out. Just like so. Oh, look at that. I made our very first sugar scrub. What you also can do is also, if you want to have a little more to it, you can add some shower gel. You got any shower gel at home, you add that into it as well here and have that little extra for it. This is good. And you take some, I'm gonna stick right here a little bit, back of your hand, just like so. And rub and clean yourself. And you're good to go. Okay, and we are back here. We've got our soaps. I mean, not soap. We have our sugar scrub all made. We got grape, cherry, watermelon, and blueberry. They feel great. They smell amazing. So try this at home. So now it's great to make some soap, okay? I've already got my melted pour soap melted down. I added a little bit of shea butter in it so the skin kind of won't be so dry. Just keep your skin from being, dried out, because soap will dry you out. And you want to have it warm, so go warm. Go ahead and add in our fragrance to it we want it to be, and our color. You're gonna pour it inside the molds here. This is a silicone mold to make little soap balls, and you let it takes maybe about 30 minutes or so for it to set. And once it sets, you're good to go ahead and use it, or you want to go ahead and leave overnight. That's totally up to you. And the next day or in 30 minutes or so, you have soap to use to clean yourself with it, and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to get some more mica powder. I'm going to put a little bit in here to change the color of my soap, because the mica powder is good for you. I would say do not, I want to stress, do not ever put food coloring when you're making soap, sugar scrub, bath bombs. No food coloring, because that can stain your skin. It can stain your bathtub, especially if it's white. Do not do it. You ever want to say use any coloring for soap, sugar scrub, bath bombs, anything, make sure you use some mica powder. That's the best thing to do. So let's go ahead and get some, put it in here, and mix it up well. Then do a fragrance and go ahead and pour it into our balls. Okay. 3, 2. Okay. I'm gonna do some grape here, well, some purple. Put a little bit in here, just like so. I'm gonna stir it, make sure it's not the color I want it to be. I want it to have a good color. Yeah, this is really, really good. Just like so. Yeah, that's a good color right there. Very pretty color. Very, very pretty. Going to get a little bit of fragrance going here. You just need just a few drops. When you're doing the soap here, all you need is a few drops of essential oil, and you'll be good to go. Because you don't want to have your soap too fragrance on your skin. Just like a drop or two. That's all you need. And since it is purple, I will go ahead and use grape fragrance, I guess. I need just like 1 or 2 drops. That's all you need for soap. That's it. You don't want to have too strong on your skin. Stirring it very, very well. Now, with the silicones here, they're good. So if you spill it out, it will dry. Just pick it off and just keep on using the soap on your sink to wash your hands with it. The little pieces, or how you want to do it. So, which is good about having these good silicone molds here as well. Alrighty. All right, I think that's good and mixed up well. Let's pour it into these balls. Oops, like I said, it's good to have that silicone there. Okay, we have the soap already poured in all of our molds here. It's gonna take a while for it to solidify because it is very, very hot. So we're gonna do is let it probably come back tomorrow. Let's sit overnight, and we will have our results from our soap we've made here. Okay, and we are back with our soap. We let it sit overnight to make sure that it sets completely. So let's see what it looks like. Fingers crossed, everybody. Get to pull it out. Oh my God. And here we have little balls of soap. A little peek to which is just fine. Y'all can cut that off. But they're good to go to use, to have in your shower if you want to. Just put them really out to wash your hands with them by your sink. You have soap. So our soap, they're good. I've already used some of the extra on top here to wash my hands, and it foams it really well, and they're all set to go. So also here we have our sugar scrubs we made as well. So please try this at home. Just make sure you have, your parent bag. You're not comfortable using your stove, and you'll be all set to go. You have your own homemade sugar scrub and your own soap that you can make any fragrance you like, any shape you like. You can do them from circles to squares to rectangles, how you want to do it. So thank you for joining us for another teen program here at the Hampton Bays Library for our summer reading. Come back next week when we'll be doing something else totally amazing for you guys. So have a happy and safe day.